Everyone, this is Shiva from 10th standard. First of all, respected principal of Littlestorsins High School M. Shiva sir and correspondent of Littlestorsins High School K. sir and respected teachers, once again a pleasant good morning to all. Today my turn to say topic in front of you. My topic is about environment issues in India. First let me discuss about what is environment and what types of issues are in India. The environment issues are known as the primary causes of diseases and health issues. And next discuss about what is issues are in environment. There are several types of issues are in environment, but there are only seven main issues are in environment. They are known as air pollution, water pollution, food and water shortage, waste management, biodiversity losses, soil pollution and noise pollution. These are the main seven issues are in environment. First let me discuss about what is air pollution. The air pollution is caused by the smoking and factories and vehicles. The air pollution is caused, but in olden days there is a lacks of air pollution but why? Because the lacks of air pollution in olden days, there are no any factories, smoking and vehicles. That's why the air pollution less in olden days. But nowadays the air pollution is increased. Why? Because the factories and the vehicles are more, so the air pollution is increased nowadays. In India, the most air pollution is located in the Delhi. Why? Because in Delhi there is more factories and more vehicles. That's why the air pollution state is known as Delhi. In India, there are largest consumer like fuel wood, biomasses, agriculture waste. Such type of consumers are in India. And in India, there are traditional things like biomasses, fuel wood, crop radiance, agriculture wastage. By this agriculture wastage and biomasses, the pollution is releasing nearly 165 millions of tons of combustion in every year, and the total environment is changed by the air pollution. And next let me discuss about what is water pollution. By the water pollution, the several people are suffering by the diseases like typhoid, malaria, cholera, and such type of diseases are facing by the water pollution. And in India there is nearly 40 millions of people are suffering by the water pollution diseases. And in India there is one of the largest plant in the Panjrapur, which is located in the Maharashtra. The largest plant can produces the water nearly 19 million cubic meters of water in a day. The 19 million cubic of water provides for the people nearly 96 millions of the people. And next let me discuss about food and water shortage. The food and water shortage is the main reason for the migration for the people. The people are migrating. There is no sufficient food to eat and sufficient water to drink. That's why the people are migrating from one place to another place. In our India, the water is only 1% in the underground water. And next let me discuss about what is waste management. The environment issues in India is one of the waste, and the second largest population in the world is 1.4 billion. The 1.4 billion is not surprising to us. The 1.4 billion is not surprising to us. And the 277 millions of MSW is the MSW full form is known as a municipal solid waste. In the 2030 it can be estimated nearly 387.8 MSW. And the India is wasting the plastic, nearly 25 tons of plastic in a day. And in 2020 the government has announced that to ban the plastic things and which are made with the plastic, like plastic covers, plastic bags, manufactured covers. Such type of things are banned, but the people are not avoiding the government words. And next let me discuss about biodiversity losses. In our country there are mainly four types of biodiversity losses. They are known as the Himalayas, the Western Ghats, the Sundaland. The Sundaland is included with the Nicobar Island, and the last one is known as the Indo-Burma region. The Indo-Burma region is known as the Myanmar region. The India was lost by the biodiversity losses. The India was lost nearly 90% of India under the four regions, which are known as the Himalayas, Western Ghats, Indo-Burma region, and Sundaland. And in India there are 212 species of animals are monitored in the INCU. And in the 212 species, mainly 25 species are became as a extinct in India in the recent years. And the next, noise pollution. The noise pollution is known as the sound pollution. We are mostly observing the noise pollution in the cities like Hyderabad, Delhi, which are big cities in our country. Such type of big cities we are observing the noise pollution. Why? Because in the cities there are more vehicles and more machines are running in 24 hours. That's why the noise pollution is more in the cities. And next, soil pollution. The soil is polluting by the chemicals like artificial fertilizers. By artificial fertilizer, the soil is polluting nowadays. And the soil pollution, after the soil pollution there is no cultivation. Why? Because the soil is polluted, so we are not able to cultivate the crops and etc. And next, fertilizers. There are mainly two types of fertilizers are there. They are known as artificial fertilizers and natural fertilizers. First, natural fertilizers. The natural fertilizers are known as which are located in our surroundings. They are known as natural fertilizers. For example, cow dung, sheep shit and sewage is known as artificial fertilizers. And next, natural fertilizers. And next, let us about artificial fertilizers. The artificial fertilizers are known as which are unlocated in our surroundings. They are known as artificial fertilizers. For example, NPK, phosphorus, zinc and etc. These are known as artificial fertilizers. The most of the people are using the artificial fertilizers to protect their crops. And next, global warming. The global warming is refers to the change the climate in the temperature is also temperature is on our surface in our earth. By the climate change, it is burning the coal, oil and gases in nowadays. And next, deforestation. The deforestation is most of the people are cutting the trees and plants nowadays. By the cutting of the trees, plants, we can't get the oxygen. That's why we can't cut the trees and plants and etc. For India, most of the people are cutting the plants. By the cutting the plants, we are not unable to take oxygen. If we can't take the oxygen, we can die. That's why we can't cut the trees and plants and etc. At last, my conclusion is we must and should save the environment. By the saving of environment, we can live. If we can't save the environment, we can't get any type of oxygen and etc. That's why we must and should save the environment. In our India, by the environment is caused by the air pollution, water pollution, and etc. Such type of pollutions are diseases for the air pollution environment. In few years back, in our India, the capital city of Delhi, in New Delhi, there is more air pollution. So, while carrying the cylinders, the cylinder vehicle is blasted. That's why we can't avoid the air pollution in our Telangana and India. That's why we must and should plant the trees and etc. And thank you for giving this great opportunity.